I actually really like this comp coming out from Shock. It's really kind of inhibiting Spark, or at least not so much for the time being. Striker does manage to punish No Smite, who was in the background of that engagement. Striker actually picking up both tanks, even. Okay, kind of solo carrying this first fight. Sparkle finds a flow. Oh! Okay, we've just started the game, Striker. I know you're one of his strongest heroes. Definitely better on the Doomfist and the Genji, that is for sure. FD God does go down fairly early to a hook from Choi, but they do manage to take out Smurf. A nice pulse bomb will finish off Humbin though, and this should be all over for the Eternal. They're going to have to go once more. This backline for Shock as well is going to be pretty immortal, I will say that, Hex. With Twilight on the Baptiste, he's going to help Violet survive these dives coming through. Find a way in. He has got Pulse Bomb in the back, and he does spot the Roadhog from a million miles away. Doesn't manage to get in, but Twilight! What was that? Through the window. Instant kill. Just taking Sparkle's head clean off. Twilight, in fact, picking up another one in Exy. A support killing both DPS. Let's be real though, Hex Baptiste basically a better soldier at this point. 90% on the board for the Shock. Eternal, I'm not sure they're going to be able to get back in time, or at least not in full force. Another one down. He's got damage boost from the Supercharger as well. OT will be triggered by Sparkle, and he still has the Pulse Bomb in his back pocket, but they're running into a wealth of ultimates.
Just said like, oh, like an Ana specialist, that'll be great, you know? But
look at this.
You think about what this allows them to do. Now you can run Zen and Bap at the important first capture for Paris, because you definitely want to be in control as the Far in the sky, because now you get to take this angle and just getting all of the entry damage, all the splash damage trying to work up, and the rest of his team just completely cleans that up. I wouldn't be stunned to see San Francisco maybe make a switch, maybe strike.
FD God now flying up in the sky. He's got a Discord on him. And he does actually just die. Filter not being really able to heal FD God up in the sky unless he hits some nasty right clicks. Sparkle unleashes the barrage and kills Choi, but he is punished for his sins. Shock is going to find the recap eventually, but not after Paris Eternal 2 managed to find at least 40. He's got the window right in front of him, but no one from the Shock is going LOS. That's a good way to counter the window. Those mines on top of there forces Exy down. He throws out the Bob, but another Bob coming through from the Shock, landing on the point. No Smite is finished off in Primal Rage. He's just burnt through. Not too many people you can really go for with that Primal Rage. Feels like more of a survival tool than anything. So split right now, Hex. That's my main worry. Exy is going to take out Arns. Beautiful hook from Troy. That's what he's looking for. Couldn't quite finish him off, but the right click will do it. Only just surviving the incoming damage from Sparkle. Tried to get a little bit of revenge, but couldn't quite find it. At Transcendence as well, helping out with all the heals. Shock now in one fight territory before they take the map. Smurf is just being a nuisance is what he's doing. Pushing people down from the high ground. The mines have landed on the point, but everybody's just falling left, right, and center. FD God couldn't quite get back to Sparkle in time before Striker could finish him off. And Exy jumps into the train, unfortunately. Paris Eternal are in one fight territory. 80% on the board. Stick onto the back of No Smite. Resurrection is available from FD God, but can he actually get to it? Looks like they are just camping his body like they should do. Xy's Bob does end up going down as Arns finds another. Sparkle falling. That's a lot of damage now. Just being waylaid by the Shock. Another hook onto Exy. Now they've got no damage dealers left. They're going to have to wait for the respawns. 98%. The flip is coming through from the Shock, as they are now 90%, only 10% away from winning. Sparkle back onto the Doomfist to try and get the touch.
Is good at cleaning up these points, pushing people off of it, being a positional thing.
Hardbin's already dead. Sans jumps over to the Soldier to try and get back in time, as well as Sparkle falling to the Trace. This is going to be it. There it is. Shock 2-0. Clean sweeping.
Giant head hitbox. It's actually pretty easy to do. Tank's now down for Paris. No Smite should be joining them shortly, but they're just getting pushed back.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way really you can do it now, especially with Sparkle going down. Filter to match 2. This is just a roll by the Shock on first point. Nothing they can do. It's pretty hard, though, to be fair, when you think about it. Shock as well to join the party, but Choi have been refusing to move on the high ground. That's a halt. Well, not a halt. It's a hook, though. And there's going to be Strike on the back line, too, just helping finish off the kill onto Exy. Can't really do all too much. FD God at least manages to get the resurrection off, but Choi is right in his face once again. Does really get punished for it, but hey, doesn't matter. We distracted you for long enough that we've just capped 5 minutes and 30 seconds, Hex, in the time bank. This Genji Blade right now has to turn the tides of war, but with him going down like that, maybe it won't. I feel like I'm just jinxing them, Hex. Pure caster curse. Immortality Field is going to save them from the flux, There goes FD God's head. A nice little stick as well onto Exy. Are they going to stop? I don't think so. There's the window. They're going to be able to stall for a little bit of time. There's the pool noodle of a blade. Sparkle dies. Fielder also falls. And I think this is it, Hex. A complete roll by the Shock. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Exy's getting chunked. We'll see how they do on the offense. Oh, Sparkle is just not having a good day, man. This is, but you are going against Arns, to be fair. Probably one of the sickest aimers that we have, along with people like KSP. My word.
Sparkle,
please don't hold them at the door.
He's straight up not having a good time.
You switch. At this point, I don't think you stay on the Genji. Also, Striker's just getting hard pop damage boosted, deflect straight to the dome. Now the Nano Boost is here. There's the blade. Come on, Sparkle, let's do it. He finds one. He managed to get double dash actually onto Choi as well. Can he get to the back line? Yes, he can. Of course he can, but it did cost them 2 ults, and Shock might be able to recontest this point as well.
I mean, there does come a point in the game as well where you're not playing against the team you're playing.
FD God activates the ult to try and survive this oncoming damage. Xy's Bob doesn't have gotten taken down. They're waiting for the Nano. There it is. Nano blade available, but Striker's in the back. He's going to be able to get Fielder. No, he just misses it, and the Nano goes out as well. Can Sparkle get anything? Immortality Fielder's down, and he doesn't use blade at all because he was deflecting. Oh, it's disaster. They also used the Transcendence Immortality Field. They know that was the only ult that Paris had in their bank to try and force it on to first. That is going to be it. Fastest time in history for the Shock on Gibraltar. A 2-0 already, Hex. This feels like Xy on the flank. Arns knows. Oh, he knows. But it doesn't matter. The flashbang will catch him. And Twilight goes down as well. Xy's on the flank. He's managed to kill a couple of people. Make that a third with Smurf also going down. Good little hold to start off with for the Eternal.
Yeah, it's a good wall late. It took a really long time for San Francisco.
By noon, but at least it saves Violet to make sure everybody's alive and well during the flux damage. There's a flux with Fielder right up into the skybox, and Arns just easily takes him out. However, the tanks are able to just corral on the front line. Immortality Field is completely just negated by the Paris Eternal. They just push straight into it. One of the better ways to get rid of the Immortality Field is just to push right on past it. And Supercharger goes down for Smurf. Oh, there's the ult. That's a perfect stick. FD God straight in the back. The Blizzard is going to separate a lot of people, but Arns and Smurf are still able to stay alive. And now they're going to be able to get onto the points. Yeah, Sparkle, after Ice Block and Wall, there's nothing that saves you from strike of nothing. Fire Strikes will hurt, but they can actually get one off. There's the Pulse Bomb, stuck. Hanbin, but can they actually finish off the kill? FD God and BenBest go so low in the front line. You see Hanbin had to use so much there to keep himself alive in the fight, and the rest of his team were just rolled over by Smurf. It's almost perfect for Striker there. He doesn't really... Violet is going to get jumped on. Immortality Field's going to save him. He is going to get taken out, and they still can't really take care of him. Sparkle eventually finds the kill, but hang on a second. Striker's in the back line. Oh, Fielder's going to be there. And the Widowmaker as well. Xy jumps straight on him, but meanwhile,
it doesn't matter.
Speaking of Striker, distracts the team again, and Twilight is able to pick up 2. Nice headshot onto him, but the rest of Xy's team are dead, and he's going to follow them all the way back to spawn as well. Striker once again attempting to advance onto the card. They use the Supercharger and take out Xy. They do manage to trade, but they can still play aggressive here with BenBest Shatter. A nice Icicle to the head. Striker ends up fighting the Dust, and BenBest slamming Choi Urban as well. Holding on the corner once more. It's been a slow and rather struggling fight for the Paris Eternal, but the Shatter will guarantee them at least this team fight win to start off with. I say that as Striker still paying a distraction. This fight is so messy. Sparkle finds yet another kill. An instant headshot onto Striker. Spawn advantage though for the Shock. As a B even comes through. Even the Blizzard. This fight is still going, Hex. They managed to Blizzard one person off here on the side. Choi Obin spawns, then runs into his death once again. But it doesn't look like Shock are able to stabilize here with BenBest no way near his team. Distracted on the sidelines. FD God sent to the skies, instantly taken care of with Arns' Widowmaker, and they'll get the payload rolling once again.
It was just a matter of time before BenBest went down. He was completely isolated on the right side.
A little bit harder in this position, of course, as there's not too much space to move. That's a beautiful headshot onto Spark. We didn't quite see where the Midwaker was coming from. Immortality Field, well, they didn't
try to take away high ground again. It's all about the Reinhardt and Lucio combinations here. Bye, Lucio.
Oh man, FD God not having a good time this map. Got stuck by Striker. Holton hooked. Xy's going to go down as well. Still determined to fight. They know they have the wall to fight with. That's a lot of damage onto Smurf. They do manage to wall him off through all the healing plus the shift as well. Smurf did end up going down. Long walk and a treacherous one at that. Fact, FT God goes down once again. Okay, he's not having a good time whatsoever. Violet takes 2 with him. The Shock off to a very good start on their defense, regardless of Smurf going down.
Yeah, Violet's just a nutter. He always has been on the Zenyatta. We haven't seen a ton of him on the Zen this year, but able to play it. Xe is doing his best to carry this squad, both on their offense, now on the defense. He will be taken out.
Oh no, he's okay. He pogoed off Smurf's head. We're good. Oh my god, I got so... And he's dead again! Oh,
Violet's got the window.
The window, yeah. Oh man, FD God. Rough game. But to be fair, Twilight is just on an absolute tear. Xe does manage to take out Arns, but
far back high ground, really rough. You might want to try to wrap around and take care of Arns here.
But they've only got window up.
Oh my god!
Arns sitting cheeky flank from Arns. Not even a flank really, he's just at a different angle. Xe's going to get taken down as well. Hex, I think this is just it. It's going to be all over. FD God's the last support alive on the point. He has beat, but he's just going to feed himself to the fishes. Someone may be able to touch. They've claimed 2 ticks, but no one's going to be able to touch. People holding up so far as well. 10 seconds, please. Someone from Eternal touch, otherwise this is going to be Shock with a clean sweep of every team in the league. Bembes just managed to get back to the point in time, and the stick lands perfectly on the back. The beat comes through to try and save them. A lot of people lift high in the sky as Arns and Violet go down. This could be it, in fact. Eternal managing to come back. Striker is still alive, but he's blown his recall. Can he get anything more done? The rock was dodged, but FD God finds his revenge on Smurf, and miracles do happen. He's going up against Arns on Widow. Sparkle's like, I'm just going to walk over here and get my head clicked.
And beyond that, Striker's taking out opposing Widows, like pretty easily, pretty consistently.
Well, while we were talking about that, Bembes did leap in front of the shield, hit the shatter, but Smurf was golden at the time. Striker takes 2 with him as well.
A lot of the time, San Francisco's just winning the fight so that Paris can't even get their ultimates up.
Well, there's the Blizzard. He saw Smurf go golden. Transcendence is going to help save him. And Smurf's in the back line. What was that shot, Xe? Oh my word, I need a replay of that one, please. Striker ends up going down to the back. Joy does whole hog the wall. Sparkle's been good at hitting the heads with the right clicks. They do manage to win the fight off the back. Interrupted. I don't see any overshields at all. FD God now without ult, and Paris Eternal fighting for their lives on the point. They managed to hold Arns down and take him out, but can they do anything more? Bembes also ends up falling down. OT's ticking through. Someone has to touch. They managed to get back to the point in time as Xe is able to rain havoc as Twilight ends up falling. He has his sights available too as Sparkle takes down Striker once more with a headshot. They eventually manage to take control of the point and nets the payload in. This Blizzard world is such a struggle. Every silhouette kind of dive into the front line. 30 seconds remains once more. Sparkle does have the Blizzard available, and they have Shatter to match it as well. Striker's nearing this pulse bomb. One good stick could end it all. He spots someone in the back line. It's going to be Xe. Arns managed to take out FD God once again, and Sparkle ends up going down to a right click. He's just forced the Widow out completely. Oh, the seat bag. Oh, that's what you love to see. The pure disrespect from Striker. And now OT is here. They're able to contest the point for the time being, and Bembes sitting on the shadow, but it's interrupted. Twilight was able to take him out. OT ticks through, and there it is. The shot.